Welcome to Cedar Club, Quincy's favorite local bar. A friendly corner bar with a laid-back atmosphere and affordable drinks. It's the perfect spot for a great time. With entertainment galore, including shuffleboard, golden tea, pool, foosball, and winning gaming machines. Cedar Club's latest edition is the best spot to catch your favorite game. Great drinks, great friends, and great times. Cedar Club, 20th and Cedar in Quincy. Hey everybody, welcome to the Daily Muddy. I'm Ashley Conrad. Joining me today, Ray Wilson. How are you, Ray?
I am fantastic.
Good.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Thanks for joining us today to talk about tri-state speed puzzling and cubing. Okay, so this event, I was kind of looking up other speed puzzling.
Yes.
Because, you know, when you're thinking about puzzles, you're not generally thinking about something very intense. This gets pretty intense.
It does. There's rules and regulations to follow, and it's surprising how many there were.
Yeah, it's crazy. And then, so we'll get to like the teams and kind of what it looks like in just a second. But before that, so you did bring a really cool puzzle of a Quincy home, and it's actually one that we just did on the cribs. Brittany just covered. Yeah. It's so cool. And the puzzle is outstanding. Yeah. You work through who again?
Ellington Gifts.
Yeah.
On Main Street.
Yeah, perfect. But very cool. But I was saying I can't do, so anything over 250 pieces, count me out. Yeah. I'm just not good at it.
My wife's all-time got puzzles on the kitchen table, you know.
Yeah.
300 to 500 pieces.
But it's not speed, right?
Not speed.
No. So when you're talking about this competition, which it is a competition, right?
Yes, it is.
How many people are on these teams? So we're talking about puzzles and Rubik's Cubes. Are there any other things?
Nope, just those two.
All right. So Rubik's Cubes, you see the videos all the time of these like geniuses who can just do these movements. Again, I would break it before I figured it out. Yeah. But there are people out there who can do it and do it very quickly, almost mind-blowingly so.
Yes, we have a young man who's 12 years old that can do it in a little over 20 seconds.
Holy smokes. 12. I don't know what I've been doing with my life.
And there's a 9-year-old that can do it in just over a minute that's registered for it as well. They're going to get 5 times they're going to get to do the Rubik's Cube.
Okay.
And we're going to mix them up through a computer algorithm.
Okay.
And then we'll uncover the cube, we'll time them while they fix it, and then we're going to throw out their best time and their worst time and average the middle 3.
Gotcha. So it'll be a different... like a different
setting.
Color scheme, right, every time. Interesting.
That way they all start with the same set.
Yeah. So they can't practice it at home with one setting.
No.
Yeah. Okay,
they won't
cool.
know what the settings are.
And then for the puzzling, you have teams, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now
2 and 4 person teams.
Okay. You don't necessarily have to really have puzzled together before. I mean, it would be helpful, right? But
it'd be helpful. Usually you get a friend or the family get together and they're going to come and solve this puzzle.
Yeah. And are they all the same puzzle?
All the same puzzle.
Okay. And then how many pieces?
504 pieces it turned out.
Okay.
We ordered 75 puzzles.
Okay.
There'll be a 2-hour time limit.
Is it this puzzle?
That's that puzzle right there.
Oh my goodness. Okay, this is going to be a tough one because of the stone on the house.
Yeah.
Right? It's going to be hard to tell where that goes. Whew, good luck to those teams.
Yeah, and we have some great sponsors, one of them being C. Quincy. And one part of this is every year to do an historical structure here in Quincy.
Yes.
And then at the end of the event, you know, we'll still own the puzzles. If the people that do the puzzles want to buy them, they can. Cool. But then we're going to have the rest of the puzzles to give out here in town to the vets' home, nursing homes, schools, things of that nature.
Yeah, love it.
So that's where they'll be going.
Well, that's cool. So C. Quincy, and then you also have some other ones here. Do you want to mention them?
Sure. Okay. I mean, we wouldn't be anything without them. Quincy Medical Group, Farm and Home Supply, Hy-Vee, Bank of Springfield, Quincy, Thai Trust, and Advanced Dental Care.
Yeah, excellent. Now, how many, is this the first year, second, how
first
many years?
Year.
First year. All right, so the inaugural Tri-State Speed Puzzling and Cubing, even if you're not a puzzler, can you just go and watch?
You can.
Yeah, because I feel like that would be, that could get pretty intense.
And some of the rules on the puzzling, you know, I mean, you got to stay at the table. We're going to have monitors throughout the area.
Okay.
You can only bring 2 trays with you, and I think they're 8 by 11, you know, to put your puzzle pieces. But only 2 trays, and they got to be a certain size.
All right. So they're going to be setting pieces out as they're trying to puzzle as well.
However they want to separate their pieces.
Huh. Interesting. Whatever. So started telling the story before. We used to have soups and puzzles day at my grandparents, and as we got older, you only got to have your beverage if you had alcohol in it, whatever. But you only got to have a drink when you found a piece of the puzzle. And like I said, I'm not very good at puzzling, so I'd have to like sneak off so I could have a drink of my wine. But puzzling has always been huge in our family, and I think it's something that a lot of people really enjoy doing, especially in the Midwest when it's cold and nasty, and it's always just something fun and challenging to do yourself, but then to throw a team in there and see how fast you can do it, I think it's going to be really cool.
Yeah, I've done some research, and I've seen areas where a 500-piece puzzle would be done in 37 minutes.
Really?
Yes.
Well, not if you have me on the team. But speaking of teams, do you still have room for teams?
Oh, yes, we do.
Okay. If you have a team of 4 or a team of 2, you have limited tables, but where would they go to get information or to register?
They could go to the Facebook page of Optimist Club of Quincy.
Okay.
And that's where you register. They're the ones, presenting the event.
Okay, cool.
And then, the proceeds are going to go to Connect Child and Family Services for foster care.
Yes.
And also some proceeds will go to the Quincy Medical Group Autism Group.
Okay. Yeah. Perfect.
So.
Well, I didn't know that. That makes it even better.
That's
what
we
fun
do.
Event, giving back to the community, and you can get your team together, go get some intense puzzling and speed cubing on, or just go watch and show support. Now, registration closes March 2nd.
March 2nd.
Okay, when is the actual event?
March 8th.
Okay, perfect.
March 8th, the following Saturday. The event will start at 12:30 with a puzzle swap.
Okay.
So everybody bring your puzzles that you want to swap, and you'll trade in one and get a new one.
So you've already done your puzzle, and you're ready for a new one.
Yeah.
Just bring it and trade.
Yeah.
Well, that's a cool little...
You can come and trade it out for another one.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it doesn't cost anything for that, but we expect that to be big.
That'll be big. That'll be awesome. Well, I encourage everybody to go out and check this out, spectate or get involved, but, if nothing else, bring your puzzle, change it up. Who doesn't want that? That's awesome. Yeah, and thank you to the sponsors. Go out, get registered, or does it cost if you want to just come and watch?
No.
No. Oh.
No. And you can come and watch for free. Also participate in the puzzle swap.
There you go.
For free.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good day to me. March 8th. Make sure you stop by the Ambiance, which is 5225 Cooks Lane in Quincy. Great place also. So.
It's surprising. Even Patty out there that owns the Ambiance, she's a puzzler.
She's fantastic. Really?
Yeah.
I could see her getting competitive with this.
Her and my wife, they trade puzzles.
That's awesome. Well, go trade your puzzle, go get involved, get a team together, support some great causes here in the community, and if nothing else, go watch, trade a puzzle, have a good time. It'll be a perfect thing to do on March 8th, which who knows what the weather's going to be like, but with an inside cool event like this, who cares?
Yep.
Right?
You got it.
Thank you,
Be a good family event.
Yeah, appreciate you.
All right.
Appreciate you, and good luck with the event, first annual Tri-State Speed Puzzling and Cubing. Go check it out. Coming up next, absolutely, coming up next, Don O'Brien and I sit down to talk about how to safeguard your data. Stay tuned. Hey everybody, exciting news, Muddy River News and Emerald City Jewelers are coming together to give away 2 $200 gift cards. That's one winner, 2 gift cards. So you get to pick who you give the other one to. Go to Emerald City Jewelers, pick out anything you want, and that's for Valentine's Day. What better way to celebrate your love than with Emerald City Jewelers and 2 $200 gift cards? All you have to do to win is send an email to contest@muddyrivernews.com by February 12th. One winner, 2 gift cards to share for Emerald City Jewelers. Sign up now.
The Tower, a great place to meet and eat. But did you know the Tower has one of the finest drink selections in our area? Along with its incredible Mexican menu, the Tower specializes in tequilas for every taste. Names like Patron, Cabo Wabo, and Hornitos. And don't forget the margaritas. On Mondays and Tuesdays, stop by and pick up a single topping pizza and get Tower margaritas to go. Enjoy the Tower at home or in our dining room, bar area, or the Tower's signature climate-controlled porch. The Tower Pizza and Mexican in Quincy.
Welcome out to Kelly's on Broadway tonight. We're drinking cold beer and it feels so right. I'll meet you out on Broadway underneath Shamrock Light. We're gonna have a good time on the patio tonight. There's a party down at Kelly's on Broadway tonight. We're drinking cold beer on a champagne night. We're feeling all alone and you got no place to go. So come down here and drink a beer on Kelly's patio. Kelly's a fun place to eat and drink.
2902 Broadway.
Welcome to the Abbey, a Quincy tradition. With 6 big screens, a new larger kitchen, and now more seating capacity, the Abbey is the place to be before, during, and after the big game. Come enjoy fan favorite appetizers, steaks, burgers, and a variety of daily food and drink specials. Can't join us? Carryout is available too. Now with a convenient drive-up window to better serve you. 1736 Spring in Quincy. Opens at 3 p.m. Tuesday through Sunday. Come join all your friends at the Abbey, a Quincy tradition.
Instant Replay is your local sports bar. With 18 big screen TVs, we have all the sports packages from college games to pro games. We offer daily drink specials, and come check out the Bullpen, our newly renovated beer garden. Instant Replay, 2739 Chestnut in Quincy.
Are you looking for the perfect venue for your next special event? Check out Utopia Event Center. Utopia has a large banquet room and an awesome bar area, perfect for anything from birthday parties to formal corporate meetings. It also offers a photo booth, stage for a DJ or a live band, and a fully stocked bar, all for only $300. Check us out at utopiaeventcenter.com or call Barn at 217-430-6559 for more information. Utopia Event Center, 900 North 12th Street in Quincy.
The Liquor Booth is your home for a huge selection of beer, wine, and spirits. The Liquor Booth has 2 locations in Quincy, 3520 Broadway and 1500 North 12th Street. The Liquor Booth, where it's always happy hour.
And welcome back. Joining me now, DOB with the BBB. What's going on, Don O'Brien?
It's just another day in paradise.
It is, yeah. It's a beautiful day, actually, compared to what
to the negatives and snow, we'll take it.
Absolutely. There's always a silver lining. And today is no different. So we always talk about scams, right? We always talk about who's out to get you. Today we're going to talk about what you can do, how you can safeguard your data. Before we get going, is it data or data? What do you say?
You say tomato, I say tomato.
Yeah.
Potato, potato.
Okay. All right.
I was thinking about that because I actually did this interview earlier this week, and
Yeah.
the interviewer said, "Is it data or data?"
Really?
I'm a data guy.
I'm a data, but I think it's because it's old school. I wonder if different
If the Gens
say
Zers or the Gen
whatever.
Alpha or whatever it is,
any other generation could be older or younger if it's data or data. I don't know. I've always been
but it's either it's happened right now. It's data or data privacy week this week.
Yes.
This is the time of year that we always try to remind people that, hey, be careful when you're out on the internet, whatever it might be.
Yeah, in the World Wide Web.
Yes. The number one thing that we have on our list that you can find obviously at bbb.org, share with care.
Okay.
And this is something we've talked about in the past. Obviously, the number one of all the social media sites is Facebook. We always warn you to make sure you only friend people who you know. Mm-hmm. Don't take in just random people because you don't know what their motivations might be.
Right.
Secondly, how you share your information is also very important. If you post things and it says Ashley Conrad with a big world next to it, that means everybody in the world can see your post.
Yeah.
Or if it has a little person next to it, it means only your friends can see that post.
Right.
I would suggest that you do it's really easy to do a privacy check on Facebook, whether it's mobile or on your laptop or whatever it might be. It takes like 2 minutes to do. And it's really worth it because it'll let you know what you want to share. And we would really suggest you only share with your friends. You don't want the whole world to see you, because what that does is the people who you aren't friends with, the bad guys and bad girls in the world of Scamville, they will take advantage of you, and you're more likely to be targeted because they know more about you because you share everything with everyone. So do a privacy check on Facebook.
And another thing, while we're talking about Facebook and sharing with caring, you see these things that are like, hey, share this, fill in your mother's maiden, do these quizzes that, how well do you know this person? What's your mother's maiden name? What was her first pet? What was your first? Those are questions to security questions.
Correct.
Those are, so don't just share things to it like you think it's all in good fun. People are out there looking at all these answers and analyzing and using it to steal your data.
The other thing is you might want to be careful. You also see some of those quizzes like, oh, well, your birth month and your date means that you're this actor.
Yeah, your funny elf name.
Yes, your funny elf name is January 29th.
I just did that.
2025.
All right. Well, there's a ding on me.
But so you did do that.
Oh yeah. Sure.
And you said, "Oh, I am, Pixie Jones."
Winkledust or something.
Yes.
Yeah. So shame on me. See, it can happen to anybody. But I would never have even thought of that. Yeah. All right. So just watch what you're sharing. Watch how much information you're giving. Share with care. Only do to your friends or private, however you do. But public is not necessarily.
Public's not the way you want to go.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Next.
Know what data you're sharing with businesses
Okay.
is another one. Personal information, purchase history, IP address, or physical location has tremendous value to businesses. So make sure you're only sharing with them what you want. On apps, you might get things like the app will ask you if they can track you all the time.
Yeah.
Do not allow that.
Right.
Just don't allow them. When you're downloading apps, do a search to see first what they are going to ask you or what they're going to take from your device.
Right.
Because a lot of them want to have access to your address book. They want to have access to your location,
Sure.
to your buying data, all that kind of stuff. So
Your microphone. Somebody's always listening.
Yes,
Yeah.
they want to have that access. That's one of the big things. I know TikTok's been in the news for a while.
Yep.
One of the first things with TikTok, people were worried about what they were going to get access to. Even if you download it and didn't use it,
Right.
what were they going to have access to on your device?
Sure.
So those are things that you need to look at, kind of keep yourself safe.
Yeah, and then I heard another thing on the news recently. It was about encrypted messages. So there are certain apps that if you are sending stuff, which you never want to send payment information or personal information, but if you find yourself, sending messages with some, let's say more private information, always make sure that it's encrypted on both ends. I don't know much about it, but that's just a tip that I heard, so I thought
That's
maybe
correct.
I'd share. Yeah.
That's 100%.
Yeah.
Another thing we want you to be careful of, if you're out there and you stop at your local coffee shop and you want to hook onto the Wi-Fi real quick to check things, I mean, be careful how you use it, because all of a sudden then if you get on your banking app and you put in your password and your name, you never know who's spying on that, who's spying on that network, and they might be able to take that information. So be careful when you use public Wi-Fi. People are always looking for, what's the Wi-Fi around here? Well, just be careful, because I mean, if you're going to mindlessly stroll, I mean, if you're not going to log in anything, you're going to be fine. But just be careful how you use those publicly available Wi-Fi.
Yeah, interesting. I mean, I feel like there's so much stuff. Okay, keep going. But I feel like there's so much stuff.
I could go on for hours about this. But one more thing I want to really hit on is make sure your passwords are long and strong.
Yep.
We tend to be lazy and use the same password. Don't use the password or 1 2 3 4 5 6 6 whatever that. However many 8 characters. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8.
Yeah.
There are password managers you can use that kind of help you do the work.
Yeah.
And another thing, if you were going to save the password on your device, don't go to the Quincy Public Library and log into something and say, oh yeah, save password on this device.
Right.
Because the next person who comes in afterwards can take advantage of that.
Okay, here's another thing that has almost tripped me up a couple times. So I want to, share this to the people who are listening, that when you're going, let's say you're going traveling and you need to print something out. So you go to your email on like these at a business center in a hotel. And you log into your email, make sure you log out.
Yes.
Because that has almost tripped me up more than once. Because at home, I rarely log myself out of these.
Especially like if you're going into Google, you have to, I'll do speeches at some places and I might log in remotely to my Google.
Yeah.
And I make sure that I log out and I take my ID out of there so people can't access
your user
it.
ID. Yeah. There are so many things.
Yes. It's stuff that you wouldn't think of in the moment, because like if you're in St. Louis for something, you need to print out something for at your hotel, you're like, oh yeah, I'll do that. I'll just click in real quick, and then you just go because you need to be in a hurry. Yeah. So be careful out there. There's a whole list of it at bbb.org.
There you go.
We want you to be safe during data/data privacy.
Yes, and data. Like I said, there's always a silver lining. So even though there are people out there, willy-nilly taking all your information, you got people like Don O'Brien and the BBB who are here to keep us a little more diligent, at least informed.
Yes.
Take the information and do with it what you will. But whatever you do, don't share random stuff with the public on any social media, and make sure that you're just safeguard your information, because somebody wants it.
Yep.
Doesn't matter how insignificant you feel. Somebody wants your data. Cool. Don O'Brien, thank you so much as always for coming in. Always a pleasure to see you and speak with you. Until next time, right?
That sounds good.
All right. I think that does it for today's Daily Muddy. We'll catch you back here tomorrow for Club Muddy. See you then.